What's going on, guys? How are you? Happy Friday. I know I don't normally go live on Fridays at this time, but I am grateful to get to hang out with you guys. It is me, Demita McGee. I typically do videos every Wednesday called Unapologetically Passionate Conversations, but this Wednesday, we didn't do that. Somehow it didn't get done this Wednesday. So I wanted to hop in here today and just share something pretty brief with you. What's up, replay viewers? How are you guys doing? Let me know that you're here. Let me know you're checking in. I have no idea how you found me. I have no idea how you stumbled upon the page, but I'm very glad and grateful that you did. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And what's up to our live viewers as you guys start to hop on? I appreciate you hanging out with us too. So what did I want to share today? I wanted to hop on for a little bit because there's something that comes up quite regularly. And I get this question often. So people will ask me, or they'll simply just wonder, Demita, how do you get so much stuff done? I know you got babies. I understand you got a husband. I know you have a business. I know you wrote a book. How are you getting this stuff done? And a lot of people also understand that right now, not a lot of people, I recently transitioned back into the world of being a student again. So yes, it gets a little busy around here. But how do you get so much stuff done? And it's a really viable question. It makes perfect sense. It's an accurate or a perfectly logical question. So I started doing some things differently. Hey, Danielle. Oh my God, sis. I'm so excited, proud of you. Everything that you are doing, you make my whole heart smile. You have no idea how many people you are encouraging and inspiring and motivating through your journey to wholeness. You just make my whole body just happy. I'm so proud of you. So just incredibly just moved by what you're doing. You're amazing, sis, and I wanted to tell you that since I see your face popping up. So how in the world do we get this stuff done? So let me give you a little story really quick. So recently my husband, we were talking, not my husband, my son, my oldest son, who's 12 years old, and he said something to me. One of our family members told him, he saw them recently, and they told him that they were going to give him just a really nice, simple gift, something that they wanted to share with him. And he was like, thank you so much. That's cool. That's good. But when he came home, the interesting thing that he said to me when he came home, hey, Adrian, for some reason I can see some of you guys on my laptop, but I can't see you on my cell phone. So if you comment or something like that, I may miss it, and I may not be able to acknowledge you right away because all of the comments aren't popping up. You are so welcome. I love you right back. Right back. So, my son. So he says to me when he gets home, he said, Mom, so-and-so told me that they were going to give me this, but you know how they are. They never quite follow through on what they say they're going to give me. So, and my immediate response was, I said, I know, charge it to their head, not to their heart. They mean well, but it just is what it is, right? So that proved, or that was a really great illustration of what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. We build trust over time, and I promise you it all ties in. Just give you a minute to make everything kind of circle back together. I promise you I'm going somewhere. So we build trust over time, right? People believe what we say based upon the actions that we do. Just because we say it doesn't automatically make it so, unless we've given them a history of proving that if we say it and we do it, then they know they can believe it. Well, even though this family member means well, and they let my son know that they were going to give him a gift previously, their consistent actions prove that, yeah, he's not going to get that. And so he understands. He doesn't take it personal. Now he understands. In the beginning, he took it a little more personal. Now he gets it. They just kind of don't follow through. What does that have to do with what I want to share with you guys today? Listen, people wonder, Demita, how do you get so much stuff done? Let me warn you, it is easy to do, but it is also easy not to do. I'm going to say that again. It is easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. There's a book called The Slight Edge. It's by Jeff Olson. I love that book. And the premise of that book is that successful people use the slight edge to their advantage. What they do is they understand that it's not these huge, big, monstrous things that make them successful. They're little, small habits that they stick to on a regular basis. And of course, they're easy things to do, but they're also really easy things not to do. And that's exactly what happens to me when it comes to getting stuff done. You guys, I simply use the slight edge in my favor. So what does that look like? That looks like this. every day between the hours, and during the school year it's between the hours of 12 and 3, but during the summer it's been between the hours of 1 and 4. Every single day between the hours of 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. you can find me in one of a couple of places: sitting at the dining room table working, sitting in my office working. Where are you going to find me? My family knows that's exactly where you can find me. The kids know. The baby is taking his nap. Whether he's asleep or not, doesn't matter to me. He's in bed, playing with his feet, counting his fingers, singing real loud. Doesn't matter. He's in bed, playing, resting, at some point taking a 20 to 30 minute nap, but I am actually getting work done. My children know. My husband knows. My extended family knows. And it's gotten to the point now that I'm actually going to put a sign on the outside of our doors facing the outside of the house that says, meeting in progress, taping in progress, working, something. Do not knock, do not ring the doorbell. Unless this house is burning down from the outside, do not interfere with my work hours between 12 and 3 or 1 and 4. Now you may say, but my family just won't respect that. Well, the question is, have you respected that? I got to ask you guys the tough questions, because remember, it's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. So just like I can sit down and I can work for those 3 hours, I could also choose to not work for those 3 hours. I could choose to start sharing on social media and get wrapped up in the social media rabbit hole and just fall down a Facebook hole, or fall into an Instagram trap and 3 hours later look up like, oh my God, where did the time go? And that's because I wasted it all on social media for 3 hours. I could also do all kinds of busy work, things that don't need to be done during income producing hours of the day, but I choose to do it at that time. Like, I'm very strategic. That time is crazy important. I don't do anything but income producing, money making stuff at that time. So you may be thinking, but it's 3 o'clock right now, Demedia, and you're on Facebook Live. How is that income producing? Because you don't realize just how much of an income producing activity this is for me, sharing with you guys and giving you value. Because people trust you when they get an opportunity to hang out with you, even if it's via social media. So you have to be consistent, or your family won't be consistent. If you don't respect your time, then your family won't respect your time. You literally have to be a stickler about how you do things. So how in the world did I write a book in 6 weeks? Because every single morning I would get up, and after prayer at 5:30, I'd spend the next hour and a half writing every morning until 7, every single morning. And so it became habitual. My family knew, oh, she's up working. They don't necessarily know what I'm working on, but they knew I was up doing something. So why do I say all of this? Because it's easy to do, you guys, but it's also easy not to do. It's so easy to get distracted. Good, I'm glad it's helpful. It's so easy to get distracted. It's so easy that to say, my family just does not appreciate what I do. My family does not appreciate my time. They don't respect the time that I'm working, and literally just throw your hands up and say, forget it. Or you can dig your heels in and say, listen, I'm working. I'm not going to let you interrupt me. I promise you, my daughter, this has been the hardest thing for her. Hey, Sierra, this has been the hardest thing for her. She's 6 years old, and she could care less what I have going on. I mean, absolutely care less. But I still treat her just like everybody else. I can feed my daughter, hey, Jeanette, and she will come to me as if I didn't feed her 30 minutes ago and say, Mom, but I just have a question. Guess what, Giselle? If your question is not that there's an emergency in this house, or this house is not burning down, it's going to have to wait until 4 o'clock. Don't disturb me. And she's 6. Now, to some people, that may seem really, really harsh, but are you getting enough work done is the question. It's not that one way is better than another way. It's simply we're different. My first lady taught me that if you do it different and you found a system that works for you, then guess what? Just because I do it different doesn't mean that you're deficient in an area. It just means we're different because you found a way that works well for you. You're so funny, Adrian, when you grow up, really. Thank you, Sierra. Hey, Jeanette, thank you so much. And so I want to encourage you, because guys, we have the same 24 hours in a day. I know we hear all this stuff all the time, and there's somebody out there right now saying, but Demedia, you don't work a regular 9 to 5. Well, guess what? I used to. My husband and I did what we needed to do, so I don't have to. You can't hold that against me. You just got to figure out how to make it work for you. And it's not about the time. So I am introducing a new schedule that I'm actually working on right now. Since I am enrolled in school again and working on this degree in divinity in the afternoon, I actually want to study in the afternoon. And I want to work early in the morning, right? So early in the morning, my new schedule is from 3 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock in the morning when I'm going to be getting this kids ready for school. That's going to be my prime work time. That's when you'll find me cranking out work, sending emails, working on client stuff, touching base with clients, sending out messages. You'll find me doing things like that. I know most of the world is asleep on this side of the globe anyway, but guess what? When my clients wake up, they'll be able to respond, right? And then in the afternoon, I'll take a quick hour to do a little bit of working with them. And then guess what? The other 2 hours will be done. Or I'll be doing those other 2 hours. I'll be doing classwork. You have to find something that works for you. Now, is getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning reasonable for you? Maybe not, but it's not about the 3 o'clock in the morning. It's about finding a system, being diligent and committed to your system, because when you're committed and when you're consistent, your family will then be consistent with you. But if you don't respect the schedule you put in place, trust me when I tell you, your family is not going to respect your schedule. They will trample all over it, and you'll be angry, you'll be upset, you'll give in, and then guess what? You won't get the stuff done that you need to get done. But when you get things done, you will not believe how much of a model you are to your family. My daughter, what she does for playing now is she records videos. Isn't that something? She'll set up the tablet and record videos as if she's doing podcasts. It's incredible. My daughter acts like she actually writes these picture books. So she had a 10-page picture book that she created and a whole story she created. Why? Because she sees her parents read, and she saw me sit there and write a whole book. I gave one of my books to my 6-year-old, and she can't even read it just because she wanted one of mommy's books. So your family is watching you. They are. Give them a reason to encourage you, motivate you, keep inspiring them, and don't use them as a reason to fall behind, but use them as fuel to keep going. It is my prayer that this was super helpful for you guys. Hey, Mary, what's going on? Oh my God. Hey, Lorraine. Hey, Roz. So it is my prayer that this was helpful. That this helped a little bit. I'm telling you, it works. And for those of you who have never heard of the book or read the book, The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, it is a phenomenal book, easy to read. The audio book is also really easy. I have read the physical copy, and I've also read or listened to the audio book. And so I highly encourage it, because you can get the slight edge on, it's not even about competition. It's just being successful. As successful people, and I am a successful person all day long, and I know it, right? We figure out how to use it in our favor. So we take the steps, right? We take those steps every single day of consistency. It's a muscle just like everything else. Danielle is in there killing it right now, going to the gym on her journey to wholeness, weight loss, health journey. And one of the things that I'm sure she can tell you, I saw a post, I think it was today, she was like, my body is sore, but she's still encouraged. That's because she's working new muscles. This, my friends, is a new muscle that you got to work. But I'm telling you, you can do it. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. I'm so glad. Danielle, I'm so glad that this was helpful. I see your comment, Lorraine, too. Awesome. So fantastic. That's all I wanted to share. I don't want to keep you guys a long time. We're already 15 to 16 minutes in. Have an amazing, absolutely incredible rest of your Friday. My family and I have been doing all kinds of things this summer that we've never done. We're doing brand new first activities for us. So tomorrow we're going to the Bears training camp at Olivet. We're looking forward to it. So remember that in all this working, when you're doing this work, don't forget to spend some time with your family and decompress, but don't spend all your time decompressing and not getting any work done. That's not going to move your cause forward. I love you guys to life. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.